By the way, do you guys know? Do you guys know why return to office is such a big deal? Do you know why there's a big push for return to office? Can anyone take a guess? Well, I mean, there's a few reasons. One is tax write-offs for office spaces, how to make use of the overpriced lease agreements, real estate, vibe workers, yep. Because CEOs make their living from, yeah. There's a few reasons. One of them is definitely tax write-offs. However, something unexpected that I didn't know until I read this article that you're about to know. They're afraid of you. Yep. Bosses weren't being paranoid. Remote workers more likely to start their own business. Companies with higher levels of remote work during the cough pandemic saw more of their employees launch startups, economists have found. They argue this entrepreneurial spillover is a factor policymakers and firms should weigh when shaping remote work policies. In a research paper titled Entrepreneurial Spawning from Remote Work, the authors here describe how they analyzed IP address data in conjunction with LinkedIn data. Now, I call sus on how they got this data to cross-reference those working from home with those who formed new businesses. The IP address information came from an unidentified data partner that uses first and third-party cookies to create user profiles and ultimately infer their place of employment. So already they're sus, but there's more sus. The LinkedIn data, user profiles, and resumes came from Revelio Labs and was supplemented with US Census data and corporate data from Aberdeen and People Data Labs. What they can tell is that the calibration to LinkedIn pages from being an employee to being a founder, at least 11.6% of them can be explained by spawning from remote work. So because it frees up time by reducing commuting, increases productivity, offers more flexible hours, and reduces employee monitoring, then what they find is that people have more time to think up of new businesses. Why would return to office mandates be so popular? Because they're afraid of the competition. But I would argue that this is a good thing. You do want more people creating businesses. You absolutely do.